Alright, y'all. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another live stream. What's cracking in the land of delay? Oh, shit. What's cracking in the land of delay, baby? So what y'all got going on today, man? I want to come on here, guys. Listen. I want to come on here and I want to talk about the ass whoopings that were handed out last night. That's really what I come to talk about. Let's see. Let me go back here. I missed one. Am I here? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I messed up the chat a little bit. But yeah, I mean, fucking Gina Mazzani just puts on a absolute ass whooping on Rachel Ostovich, man. I mean, just put an ass whooping on Rachel Ostovich like I ain't never seen before, man. Like I ain't never seen in my life before. Crazy shit. Crazy shit, guys. I thought Rachel Ostovich would put up a better fight. I thought she would be in better shape than what she was in when she stepped in there, man. I mean, this is like a do or die fight for Rachel Ostovich, and I thought that she would actually show up. And I think if she show up and put on, you know, and I would see the potential that I always thought Rachel Ostovich had. She's had some tough fights except for the Paige Van Zandt fight. But, man, for Rachel Ostovich to be as accredited on the ground as she is, man, it's like when she gets to the ground, she just freezes up, man. I don't know, man. But good job for Gina Mazzani, man. They both needed to win there, but Gina Mazzani got it. So, congratulations to Gina Mazzani on that win. But for me, man, the most sleeper fight, like the card overall really wasn't that exciting of a card. Like, it just really wasn't that exciting of a card. But for me, I was looking forward to see. Really, what I was looking forward to was the Curtis Blaydes and Derek Lewis fight. But since that's not happening, it was the Norma Dumont Ashley Evans Smith fight. Man, y'all, I ain't gonna be on here for long. But I want to come on. I think Norma Dumont deserves a conversation as to how good she did last night. You know, I mean, I think Norma Dumont deserves to be talked about right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, people were asking so many questions about Norma Dumont. Where did she come from? Why is she fighting Megan Anderson? You know, they looked in the corner of the earth and found this girl. You know, whether or not that was true, either the UFC saw something in Norma Dumont that nobody else saw, or Norma Dumont stepped up her game and looked good in here against Ashley Evans Smith. I think it's the former. I think the UFC seen something in Norma Dumont, and because if you watch her footage, man, it's not the best looking footage, but there was something there. Like, there's something there with Norma Dumont. Even before this fight, I was like, man, this girl hits hard, and she's not, you know, she's not, like I said, the most mobile fighter, the most crisp looking fighter, but this girl can hit, this girl can kick, and this girl can fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's game to fight. I couldn't really take a whole lot from the Megan Anderson fight, only because Megan Anderson is so big. Like, Megan Anderson can catch any girl moving in like that, the way she moved in, the way Norma Dumont moved in and got caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, Norma moved in and got caught. So, like, I can't really be like, you can't really make a whole lot about that. And that fight was over so quick, man. That fight was over like halfway through the first round. So, like, we haven't really seen what Norma Dumont can do. But we saw last night, man, that Norma Dumont can whoop some ass. And Norma Dumont went in there and whooped Ashley Evans Smith's ass. It just is what it is. Hold on. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna hate on Norma for that performance. That was a great performance, guys. It really was. I thought Norma, I thought the hits were very crisp. She showed speed. She showed power. She showed clinch. She showed grappling. She showed physical strength. Yeah, man, I thought Norma looked good. Like, who does Norma Dumont face next, though? That's the question. Who does Norma Dumont face next? Like, who does she fight next? Like a Nico Montano. Ooh. Like a Nico Montano, or, Macy Chasson. I think the UFC I'm calling it now, y'all. I think Norma Dumont is somebody that the UFC will get behind because she's Brazilian. She can fight. She hits hard, and she looks good. Like, Norma Dumont has the look. She has that look, Like, Norma could be a really big star. She's already very popular in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? She's already super, super popular. I'm sorry, y'all. People hitting me up, man. People blowing me up. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, I feel like the machine of the UFC would definitely take full advantage of Norma Dumont and her assets. I'm just gonna put that out there. So it is what it is with that. But overall, good performance. Not the best performance for women's MMA last night as a whole. Two dominating fight. I guess it was a good performance, but they weren't the most high. They weren't the most high profile fights that we could have had. They weren't. Let's just be honest. They weren't the most high level fights that we could have had, guys. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What's next for Rachel Ostovich? Probably out of the UFC. I would probably say that Rachel Ostovich is out of the UFC. She probably won't be around too much longer. It is what it is. Gina Mazzani, on the other hand, where does Gina Mazzani go? Does she stay at 125 or does she go back up to 135? I think that Gina Mazzani should try her hand at 135. At 125. What else? What does she have to lose? Why not? Why not fight at 125? You didn't do well at 135. You lost to Lena Landsberg. She lost a lot of fights at 135. There's not a lot of winnable matchups for Gina Mazzani at 135. Now, 125, there could be some competition for her at 125 pounds. So, it is what it is. Hold on, guys. People just keep they wait till I get on the podcast, y'all, to start wanting to talk. But yeah, for sure, I think that Gina Mazzani, man, I think 125 could provide a future for her if she can stay in the win column. Like Gina Mazzani versus Liana Jojua or somebody. Give her a test like that. If she can beat, if she can, get through Liana Jojua, then put her against Miranda Maverick or Antonina Shevchenko or, Molly McCann, Maria Agapova. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are good matchups for Gina Mazzani at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Like, those are good matchups for Gina Mazzani. Like, I feel like if Gina was to run into, someone like Montana De La Rosa, somebody like, maybe even Lipsky or something like that, like, those girls I feel like could beat. I feel like those girls would beat Gina Mazzani. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her winnable fights would be like Shauna Dobson, Agapova, McCann, or, Maida Bueno Silva. You know what I'm saying? Like, those to me would be like winnable fights for her at 125 pounds. If she were to move up and fight like Macy Barber or something, I feel like those girls beat her, man. Maybe like Alexis Davis. Like, if Gina Mazzani wants to make a quick turnaround at 125, I heard Alexis Davis is out here looking for a fight. Like, Alexis Davis is wanting to fight. Alexis Davis needs to fight, man. I mean, I don't even know how else to put it. Like, what is going on with Alexis Davis? Does anybody heard from Alexis Davis? I mean, she put on social media the other day that she looking for a fight. So who they gonna put in there with Alexis Davis? Because we forgot about Alexis Davis. Alexis Davis could become. I feel like Alexis Davis could become a staple at 125 if she were just more active and she could get a win. Like, Alexis Davis could get a good win, like over maybe Antonina Shevchenko versus Alexis Davis. Like, that's a intriguing matchup. That's a good matchup. Davis versus Alexis Davis versus Antonina Shevchenko is a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that fight makes a lot of sense. Combo Breaker 99, what's up, man? If Antonina Shevchenko she beat Ariane Lipsky. She needs a ranked opponent. She needs to beat a ranked opponent. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Alexis Davis, this is like the opportune time for Alexis Davis to come through and do something at 125. You know what I'm saying? Like, Alexis Davis, this is a chance for Alexis Davis to do something at 125. Salute Marcus Bell. What's up, man? Guys, really, I wanted to talk about Norma Dumont on here, but of course, I got to talk about 125. But Alexis Davis versus Antonina Shevchenko is like the opportune matchup. Like, I feel like that is a matchup that needs to happen. Like, that needs to happen. Maybe that's what the UFC is talking to Alexis Davis about. I wouldn't mind seeing Alexis Davis do well at 125. Like, I wouldn't mind at all seeing Alexis Davis make a turnaround at 125 and start beating girls like we know Alexis Davis can do. Like, I mean, Alexis Davis has a win over Amanda Nunes. We know Alexis Davis. No, man, I don't think so. Not quite yet. If we ain't saying that about Marion Renault, then we can't say that about Alexis Davis. I mean, if we ain't saying that about Marion Renault, we can't say it about Alexis Davis. But Davis needs to fight, man. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, she needs to fight. And I think Antonina Shevchenko is a winnable fight for Alexis Davis. It's a good test. It's a winnable fight for Antonina. It's a good test for Antonina. But if, I get that Antonina Shevchenko is decent on the ground. But with somebody who's well-versed on the ground, man, not Ariane Lipsky, somebody who's well-versed on the ground is always going to give Antonina trouble. I mean, fighters that are really, really good on the ground, You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to give problems to Antonina Shevchenko. And Alexis Davis is one of those people, you know. But I don't know what she's at right. Yeah, she was on social media the other day, man, and people were asking her about what, you know, when is she gonna fight, and everybody was, you know, she told everybody hopefully soon. So that's when I had tagged and said Jillian Robinson will be a good fight. But that was before Jillian Robinson got announced to fight Andrea Lee. So that fight is happening. So Jillian Robinson is off the table. But Antonina Shevchenko, like, that's right there for that's the fight to be made right there. It's Antonina versus Alexis Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens? But guys, what I was really talking about was how good Norma Dumont looked like. Like, is anybody else surprised at Norma Dumont? Is anybody else as surprised about Norma Dumont as I am? Like, I felt like Norma had more to show us other than what happened in the Megan Anderson fight. I felt like Norma Dumont had more to offer. I knew she did. I knew she had more to offer, man. And she showed us last night that she's got more to offer than what we saw against Megan Anderson. That was just, I mean, it wasn't even really a bad performance by Norma Dumont. It's just closing the distance on somebody as big as Megan Anderson is going to be a problem. Like, closing the distance for high level fighters, closing the distance against Megan, somebody as big as Megan, is going to be a problem. And Norma Dumont fighting out of her weight class, you know, she said that she didn't feel her best. She felt slow. She looked slow. She didn't look as fast as she did last night against Ashley Evans Smith. Like, she didn't look when she fought. Look at it, guys. When she was fighting Megan Anderson and they came out of that clinch, Norma Dumont was tired. She was tired, and then Megan landed a big shot, and down goes Norma Dumont. That's what we saw. Norma didn't really land anything clean on Megan Anderson, but man, what she was landing last night, man, oh my gosh, like. I mean, London calling. Good day to you all fine humans, not BJ though. Because he's going to say something crazy before the stream ends. On God. And then, boy, you so stupid, Stamina. Shut up, Stamina. Stamina, I got to give you a wrench, bro. I got to give you a wrench. I don't know why I didn't give you a wrench to begin with. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I need to give. Man, yeah, I gotta give Stamina. Yeah, there we go. Gotta give Stamina MC a wrench. But yeah, man, I just feel like Norma Dumont. I feel like, man, I knew she had a lot more to offer than what we saw, and we saw it. We saw it, man. Norma Dumont looking good, looking strong, looking fast, looking sharp. Who does Norma Dumont face? Who does Norma fight? I mean, who does she fight? Julia Avila? That'd be a great fight. Norma Dumont versus Julia Avila. I'm down for that fight. Norma Dumont versus Julia Avila. I'm down with that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm down with Dumont versus Avila. Since y'all thought Avila was going to beat up Nico. And I'm like, come on, man. She ain't beat Nico. She ain't beaten. Stamina. I'm not racist, bro. Norma did good, but we're talking about Ashley Evans Smith. Yeah, but who gonna stand up to that? Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, for sure, Marcus Bell. We're talking about Ashley Evans Smith. But that's what I'm saying. Who does Norma fight next, though? You know? Like, if she beats Julia Avila, I would say that's a solid win. She needs to fight like a Nico or a Julia next. Like, I feel like they're going to push Norma Dumont, though. You mean Sarge? Sarge what? Yeah, that was a soft touch, Stamina MC. You're right. But is Nico Montano a soft touch? Julia Avila a soft touch? I mean, who are some of these other girls floating around at the bottom of bantamweight? I mean, who else? Who else? Sarge Eubanks? Which that would be oh shit. Oh shit, boys. Sarge Eubanks versus Sarge Eubanks versus Norma Dumont. Oh my God, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. No, but y'all thought that Avila was y'all was saying that Avila was gonna beat Nico too though. Yeah, y'all was saying that Avila was gonna beat Nico. I don't think so. I didn't think so. I didn't think she would beat Nico Montano. Nico is a crafty little, tricky little fighter, man, with a nasty body kick. Like Nico got like a fight-ending body kick, bro. I feel like Nico can end fights with that body kick, man. She uses it correctly. I feel like Nico Montano could end fights with that body. She got a nasty body kick, man. But Norma Dumont, speaking of kicks, man, Norma Dumont was kicking Ashley Evans Smith so hard last night, man. Woo! Jesus. But yeah, man, Norma Dumont has a long road ahead of her. She got a long, I mean, if they put her in there, but I think Lena Landsberg is having a baby. Yeah, I think that's why we haven't seen Lena Landsberg. I think Lena is she's having a baby. Somebody fact check me on that. But like, Norma versus Lena Landsberg, that'd be a good fight. Lena gonna clinch. Lena gonna work that clinch. And Lena is very strong too. As of now, Julia already beat Nico. Yeah, like before the UFC. See, this is why I wish fighters like Lucia Pudilova was still in the UFC, man. Because Pudilova versus Norma Dumont, man, like that would have been a great fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Lena Landsberg will be a good fight for Norma Dumont. Or, maybe, like I said, Nico or Julia Avila. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, I was gonna say Vanessa Mello. No, not Vanessa Mello. No, Combo Breaker. What I was saying was that Nico Montano. People were already concluding that Julia Avila was gonna beat Nico Montano just because she has a win over Nico. I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to call. Like, Nico is good, man. Like, Nico has had a rocky road in the UFC, I must say. I must say that Nico, cancel fights, pulling out of the title fight with Valentina, the injuries, the COVID. She's had COVID. She had tonsillectomy. She got popped for illegal substances. I mean, Nico has had a rough road in the UFC, guys. Yeah, that's who I was trying. Carol Rosa versus Norma Dumont. Yes, that's the name I was hunting for. A lot of people were high on Avila, saying that she'd smash Montano. Yeah, like people were high on Avila, man. I'm just like, okay, like slow down a little bit, man. Like Nico Montano is good. Like she is. She's had a rough road, but she's good. She's really good. Yeah. I was surprised at that stamina. How people were just like, she's gonna smash Nico. I'm like, man, this is gonna be a fight. Like, what fight have you seen Nico in that it ain't been a scrap? You know what I'm saying? I never saw Julia beating Nico. Me either, combo. Hell, Chiasson might stretch out Julia, bruh. Macy Chiasson will stretch out just about anybody at 135 if she can land, bro. Nico needs to stop ducking face, but I will give her a pass for that COVID. I'll give Nico a pass for the COVID, and I'll give Nico a pass for the tonsillectomy because, a doctor ain't just gonna hit you with a tonsillectomy for no reason. I've had a tonsillectomy, and I know that you have to be sick, and you have to be sick repeatedly for a doctor to say, okay, these need to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because I went through a spell where I was getting, for like 2 years, guy, it was like the worst period of my life where I was having strep throat 3 or 4 times a year, and it was like the worst strep throat you can get. Like, I would be down for the fucking count. Like, down for the count. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I gotta give her a pass for the tonsillectomy, because that shit is real, man. Like, that shit right there is real. I've tried to reach out to Chasson, man, but, you know, I had never got a response from Macy. I would love to talk to Macy, man. Just be like, Macy, you know, your star power, like, you're being forgotten at 135. Like, I want to tell Macy, like, Macy, listen, like, we're the ones out here in the field, you can say, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're not, like, you're being forgotten at 135 pounds. Facts, Marcus Bell, you're right. You're being forgotten at 135 pounds because every time somebody brings up your name, every time somebody says Macy Chasson, what's attached to her name is, oh my God, Macy needs to move up to 145 pounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's attached to Macy Chasson's name is, oh my God, I can't wait, and I hope to one day see Macy Chasson move up to 145 pounds. Because on the Tough Show, Macy Chasson was looking big and unbeatable on that Tough Show. And to see Macy Chasson take out Leah Letson like that, like, she looked bigger than Leah. She was stronger than Leah. Like, whoa. Yeah, like, Macy need to go back up to 145, man. Like, and that's gonna cloud Macy Chasson until she goes back up to 145. It's gonna cloud Macy Chasson because people are gonna look at her and they're gonna see how bad she looks when she cuts to 135, how wiry she looks. Like, if we got a full, thick Macy Chasson, man, you know what I'm saying? Like a filled out Macy Chasson at 145, that's what we need, man. That's what we need. Like, Macy Chasson should be calling out Danielle Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like, Macy should be calling out Danielle Wolf. Call her out, Macy Chasson. Call her out. Call her out, Macy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the UFC should make that fight, because who are they going to put? I hope they don't put Danielle Wolf in there with Felicia Spencer. Jesus Christ, please. Please, UFC. Please don't put Danielle Wolf in there with Felicia Spencer. Shoo. I'm going to say, Macy, get your ass up. Macy will go back once there's something to go back for. Macy ain't crazy to go to 145 because she knows what's up there. The same, I mean, yeah, that's true. But I would love to see Chasson versus Danielle Wolf. Don't put Danielle Wolf in there with Felicia Spencer, man. Felicia Spencer going to beat, man, listen, Megan or Felicia. Those are your two legit featherweights, you know, other than Sarah Dos Santos. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe they'll make the Sarah Dos Santos versus Danielle Wolf. You know, that'll be a good fight. Yeah, dude, I feel like Macy starches. That's a good win, even though this girl's 1-0. It's a good win for Chasson because the machine is behind Danielle Wolf. The UFC gave her a contract. Gave this girl a contract at 145 pounds in the UFC. Danielle Wolf ain't making it. We got Kayla Harrison inching closer to the UFC. You know what I'm saying? We got her inching closer to the UFC. So let's see, Blackout Wolf and make Chasson versus Spencer. Oh man. Danielle Wolf finna get wrecked by anyone and everyone. That's nobody on the roster in any division that she can beat. That's so messed up, Stamina. Chasson versus Spencer, man. Woo! Now that's a good one. That's a good one. Technically, it's only 4 women in that featherweight division up until Danielle Wolf and Leah Letson fights. Yeah, well, Leah Letson is on her way back to the octagon, man, and I am so excited to see what Leah Letson does at 145 pounds. Like, you know, a lot of people don't know who Leah Letson is, And I think that that's going to work for Leah Letson because she's going to come in and people are going to be looking at Letson like they look at Zara Dos Santos or how they looked at Norma Dumont, like a sacrificial type person. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody being put there that, Megan Anderson or Felicia Spencer can beat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how the world's going to look at Leah Letson because the world doesn't know that Leah Letson knocked out Elizabeth Phillips with a head kick in Invicta. Nobody knows that people are not going to remember that Leah Letson slugged it out with Julia Stolyarenko at 145 pounds, her first fight in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's really going to remember that Leah Letson, how good Leah Letson is. So I feel like Letson's going to be put there, and she has the potential to surprise a lot of people because I feel like Letson versus Felicia Spencer is a competitive fight, especially with the Taekwondo backgrounds. I feel like Letson hits harder than Felicia Spencer. A lot harder. I feel like Leah Letson hits a lot harder than Felicia Spencer. In the ground game, Leah Letson's good on the ground. She's not as good on the ground as Felicia Spencer, which I would hope that Leah would stay away from that. Her top control is good though. But as far as on the feet, man, that's a very competitive fight. Felicia Spencer and Leah Letson. And Leah Letson is good at stuffing the takedowns. She's good at stuffing the takedowns, and she's good at cutting off the octagon as well. So, Hunter, how women fear Wolf out her next frame. You think so? I mean, who does she really beat? Like, does she beat anybody in the top 10 at 135? I don't think so. Maybe like Sarge is top 15, but maybe like a Sarge Eubanks, but only because of the size. You know what I'm saying? Like Sarge Eubanks is like a tweener. I feel like if there was like a 130-pound weight class, then that's where Sarge Eubanks would work. Like I feel like if there was a 130-pound weight class for women, then you would see girls like Nico, girls who struggle to make that 125. You would see like Nico. I think you would see like Lena Landsberg, maybe Sarge Eubanks, maybe like Montana De La Rosa, because Montana has a hard time making 125 sometimes too. So, some of those bigger flyweights like Montana, maybe Katlyn Chookagian, if you could get that 130-pound, maybe Macy Barber, you know what I'm saying? Like, or some other girls from 135 coming down, like a Juliana Pena could fight at a 130-pound weight class. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot of tweeners that could fill up a 130-pound weight class. Letson versus Spencer is competitive, but Letson get right first. Yeah, you're right. Nico is a damn lightweight. Bruh. Oh, Carbo said Nico is a damn lightweight. Man, don't do Nico like that. But I feel like Nico would fit into that weight class. But Nico keep talking about she going back down to 125. That's what I'm like, okay, when are you going to do that? When are you going to book a fight at 125? If you keep talking about going back, you want to go back to 125 and get your belt back, when are you going to do it? I want to know when. Y'all, this water's so good. I don't know. I don't know what Nico doing. 125 is so far gone, so far removed from Nico Montano, man. Like, it's crazy how far that division has ran since Nico Montano was the champion of that division. Like, that division is so far gone, so far removed since Nico Montano was in that division, man. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Hold on, guys. Alright. Yeah. 125 definitely moved on without Nico Montano. Carol Rosa fight. Yeah, I think she'll show up for that. I think she'll be there. I think Nico gonna get back in it for sure. Robert Henry. Oh hell. Nico can't even be talking about a return to flyweight during the freaking pandemic. That ain't for her right now at all. I don't think the UFC would even trust her to deliver on her words. Yeah, that's true, man. Salute to Robert Henry. Stamina. Oh no, there goes the neighborhood. Robert Henry in the building. Yeah, Robert Henry here. Oh hell. But I mean, I'm stuttering on my words. The bottom line is the bottom of 135 pounds. Is gonna have to watch out for Norma Dumont. The bottom of 135 pounds is gonna have to watch out for Norma Dumont. Man, I was stuttering on my words bad. Woo. Trying to get my words out. Couldn't get them out. I'm watching football and doing this podcast at the same time, guys. But the bottom of the roster at 135, that's gonna have to watch out for Norma Dumont because Ashley Evans Smith is tough, but a lot of other girls Norma Dumont gonna put girls out with those shots that she was landing last night, man. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, a lot of girls taking hits like that, they're not going to live. Norma Dumont was cracking. She was cracking Ashley Evans Smith, man. I keep forgetting about it. Didn't Jessie Rose Clark have a fight at 125? Didn't she just fight at 125? Who did she fight? Oh, did she fight at 135? Was Jessie Rose Clark at 125 or 135? I think she fought at 125, but she is so insignificant at 125. Let me look this up. Let me look and see. What's the deal with Jessie Rose? What's the deal with Jessica Rose Clark, man? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, did she fight at 125? Was that at 125? Was her last fight at 125 or at 135? Sarah Alpar. Was that a bantamweight fight? Because she's taken fights at 135 before. Versus Sarah Alpar. Was that flyweight or was that... No, it was at bantamweight. Nope. It was at bantamweight. Yeah, she fought Sarah Alpar, but I thought it was at flyweight, but I guess it was at bantamweight. She's so insignificant. She's so insignificant everywhere. Oh, let's see. You nervous, PJ? All that stammering and shit? No, Stamina. I'm not nervous. Jessie Jess, the last 2 or 3 fights have been at 135. Penny Kianzad was another. She didn't win that. She beat Penny or Penny lost to... Did Penny lose to Jessica Rose Clark? Did Penny lose? Oh, no. Yeah, no. Penny beat her. I'm about to say, yeah, Penny beat her. We talking about Penny Kianzad now. I had to remember. Dumont says she's been walking around like 170. Yeah, Norma Dumont is big, man. I have to see where she said that. It's either Norma bringing excitement back to the bantamweight division, or I will continue to eat these stale peanut butter. Marcus Bell, shut the hell up, man. Oh, I will continue to eat these stale peanut butter. That's so funny, man. Now, if Dumont, I mean, I can believe that. I can believe that Dumont walks about 170 because Wmma McFarlane said she was up to 160. I mean, damn, 160 pounds for a flyweight. I mean, damn. Wmma McFarlane, thick. Shit. But, yeah, man. I'm going to need some of these girls to step up. I'm going to need some of these girls to really step it up. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. So, guys, that's really all I want to talk about, man, was Norma Dumont. Where does she go next? Yeah, man. Yeah, she's a career bantamweight. Any topics that you guys want to talk about? I got to run to the bathroom real quick, so y'all guys go ahead and talk for a minute. I'll come back and read the comment. Wmma Thick Farland. Facts. Stamina. You saying facts, bro. Shit. Now, Wmma thick. Yep, Norma Dumont was already a bantamweight when she signed her UFC contract. Yep. That's right. Y'all go ahead, man. Boy, that Wmma Thick Farland is crazy. SHR ain't no mo. Oh, she ain't no mo. Oh, okay. I'll be right back, y'all. Oh, stamina MC, man. I'm gonna have to use that Thick Farland. That was clever, my friend. That was very, very clever. Wmma Thick Farland. Okay. Yeah, I hate when that happens too, man. Let's see. Yeah, coach is live. That's right. Well, aesthetically, it's Wmma over Norma. What? Norma is gorgeous. Norma is absolutely gorgeous, man. She's definitely got the look for sure. She's got the look for sure. Absolutely, man. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go over to Coach's live stream, Bias for Balance. I can't miss this one, man. I missed the last one where Roger was on there sprouting that bullshit. If I had been on there when Roger Allen was on there talking about that shit with Antonina Shevchenko, I would have read his ass from top to bottom. Roger, you had a hand in Antonina Shevchenko ducking that fight with Jillian Robinson. You had a hand in that, Roger Allen. And I sure as hell, I can't miss this episode of Coach, man. I got to get on there because that's some bullshit. Roger. Oh, I hear. Okay, Samuel. Yeah, Norma, but dude, Norma is one of the hottest girls in the UFC. Like, Norma came in and bought looks and cake and everything with her, man. Like, Norma bought everything. Everybody looking at Paige Van Zandt, fuck that. Y'all need to be looking at Norma Dumont. Shit, that's what's bad. Is Norma Dumont. Marcus. Like, if I had to choose, I don't know, man. I couldn't choose. I want both of them because Wmma serving looks and cake over at Bellator, and Alima serving it over at Bellator, and Norma serving it over here in the UFC. Norma and Felicia is in the running for cake winners. You know, I mean, now that Betch Kohea is passing her throne to somebody else, passing the torch to somebody else. But you know, she passing the torch to Norma, and she passing the torch to. It's a toss up between Norma Dumont and Felicia Spencer. You know what I'm saying? For cake of the UFC. I mean, I'm just being real. I mean, the cake, that's where the cake is. Robert said Norma all day. Boy, Norma just thick, dude. It's natural. You can tell, like, natural, like, that's her natural build. Like, she's naturally thick like that. You know? You know, and Felicia serving cake in there too, man. Felicia serving cake. Yeah, I'm telling you, it just is what it is. Yeah, she ain't serving up no win. She ain't serving up no win over Lima Lato. Y'all can hype up Juliana Velasquez all y'all want to, man. Y'all can hype up Juliana Velasquez, but she ain't beating Elimele McFarland. She ain't serving up no ass whooping. She about to get an ass whooping served to her front door. Because if y'all think that Elimele ain't gonna scrap it out in there with Juliana Velasquez, y'all crazy. When is that fight? I have to look. Well, I look on my live stream and see when that fight is. All right, Robert Henry. We'll see you later, man. I'm gonna close up over here. I can use Megan as a giraffe to get to point A to point. Marcus Bell. Is there a bakery nearby? Cause those, bruh, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get up off of here. Appreciate everybody that's in here, man. Hit that like button, dog. Smash the like button for your boy. If you guys haven't, hit the subscribe button, guys, and catch me over on CSH Combat Sports. Bias but Balance, episode 74. Is it 74? Is this episode 74? Yeah, episode 74 has begun, guys. Appreciate it, guys. Expect a lot of content this week. Montana De La Rosa is fighting this week. So, you guys already know. I'm about to break down the fight with Viviane Araújo, do a quick little mini film study on that fight. Show some of the things that Montana did a lot of good things in that fight. She lost that fight to Viviane. Viviane was a little overwhelming, but she did a lot of good things in that fight with sometimes a loss, guys, isn't just a loss. Sometimes a loss can show still improvements in a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes a loss can show improvements in a fighter, man. And I feel like the fight with Viviane Araújo showed a lot of improvements in Montana's game. You know what I'm saying? Like, Montana can be competitive on the feet with a lot of the girls at 125 pounds. And she showed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she landed more strikes than Viviane Araújo. Just Araújo landed the cleaner, more effective strikes. It is what it is. But Montana was very active in that fight, and I'm going to break that down. I done watched that fight about 4 or 5 times, and Montana was extremely active in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I'm going to break that down, guys. But yeah, I'm out, guys. This will be, of course, your boy BJ back from No Filter. And remember to drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit the dislike button, guys. And if you haven't already, hit the damn subscribe button. And your boy is out. Catch us over at CSH Combat Sports, guys. Peace out.